are hundreds, if not thousands, of varieties worldwide, and typically we only get to taste the sweetness from, you know, 1 or 2 varieties, and most of what is grown is just turned into evaporated cane juice or powdered white sugar. So it's processed multiple times, and we lose a lot of nutrition there, you know. That's another thing about this whole permaculture movement that I can't emphasize enough, is that this is not only cheaper, easier, more effective, more environmentally sustainable, it also gives us access to foods that are not available otherwise. You can't even buy this. You can't go to the foofiest market in town and find, like, you know, heirloom sugarcane varieties that there's, you know, some little old Filipino grandma who smuggled it in her bra or something, you know. And so permaculture opens up this door to us to really start tasting and enjoying nutrients and flavors that we've never had access to previously. So that's really cool. Another super cool thing about sugarcane is that you can have your cane and eat it too, in the sense that what you propagate is just these little nodes, and you can see right down here, there's these little nodes. It's like bamboo. So you have this node right here, and you can see right here there's little rootlets already starting to form where it came in contact with the soil. But then the part of the sugar cane that we actually consume is this part between here and here. So if you wanted to, you could just cut the nodes out, and each one of these stalks would give you dozens more plants, and you still get to juice that part and get your cane juice out of the deal. So you get to, and then on top of that, the root system in the ground will re-sprout in the springtime once things warm up. So you can keep your original patch, give out dozens to your friends and other members of the community, and still have, you know, multiple quarts of sugarcane from each plant. I was juicing some of this with my buddy Kelly Woodhouse up in St. Augustine earlier this year, and, like, you know, 1 cane can get you like quarts, like it's very productive. Well, I'd say actually about a quart. One 8-foot, 10-foot cane can get you about a quart of sugarcane juice, and then you can freeze that. Or
when they burn the cane fields, is it just to increase yield?
I'm not sure why that practice is happening.
Problems in South Florida is the pollution from the burning of the cane fields. Besides,
it sweetens it.
It adds a higher Brix content
to it. Is it? Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
So they burn it, and when we lived in Key West, we would have clouds of smoke from when they would burn it in Cuba.
Wow.
Come over, and then people have breathing issues in South Florida because of the burning of the sugarcane fields.
Yeah,
here.
that's horrible. And you know, the real.
And you don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to. Absolutely, you don't need to. I mean, maybe it makes it a little bit sweeter, but
right, you don't.
Whatever, you can evaporate it a little bit and concentrate it that way. And, like, in all honesty, we don't need things that are that sweet. Like, we don't need to keep lining the pockets of dentists to, like, drill and fill cavities for us every year, you know, whatever, or however often those happen to you. And the raw cane juice is much healthier. It's got more mineral content, and I think even better is to use it for fermentation, where then we're introducing probiotics and prebiotics into the whole situation. And yeah, so this is a great example of a grass. This is in the grass family. I also really encourage people to, as you're observing plants, it's good to tune into the plant families, because that gives you more of a holistic approach in terms of who this plant is in relationship to the other plants around us. So yeah, sugarcane, great example of how much abundance we can create and how much sweetness we can bring into our lives and into our gardens.